Wills TV, and what a win it has been for us Manchester United fans. And I don't know what to say because it's been quite long before we have won a match at Anfield, and I think it's been since 2016. I think the Juan Mata incident, the famous incident, the bicycle kick, and I'm really out of words, and I think you guys can guess what I'm feeling right now. So I'm gonna pass it to Adi, who's a fellow United fan here.
All smiles. Happy Diwali, everyone. And what a way to start it. We forgot how it felt, didn't we? We
Absolutely.
definitely forgot how it felt. Number one, let's list the things that we forgot how it felt. Winning at Anfield. Number two, having a good goalkeeper. Sene Lamens, thank you. Thank you for saving my life. You have been incredible. Collection, top tier. Saves, even better. Distribution, so good. I cannot specify how much of an important signing Lamens has been for us, and he should have started since Man City. Let's keep this in mind. He should have started against Man City. Never mind. It's game week 8. We have just beaten Liverpool. Our season
And I
starts
and
now.
I think and I think there's another point that you missed, that is winning back-to-back matches. I think we have missed that a lot
We,
because
we,
we haven't
we,
done
have,
it before
we
with
have
Amorim. I
forgotten how it felt to win back-to-back matches as well.
Finally, the guy might cut his hair now.
think.
I think I think Amorim deserves credit because I texted you. I said Haramorim, but he proved me wrong. Harry Maguire, you have proven me wrong. I was against Harry Maguire starting because of that Brentford debacle, but he has proven me wrong, and I will stand corrected. I think over the course of his tenure, 80 million may be a bit too high, but over the last 3 seasons, he has been a solid 50 million defender, and I have no problem if he signs another contract with us. Absolutely no problem.
I think when it comes to the lineups, I think every one of us can agree that we weren't that satisfied with the lineup because there were a lot of gaping holes, like Dalot starting, and then I think Sesko on the bench, and there were a lot of choices which Amorim made, and we didn't agree with it. But at the end of the day, what matters is the team winning, the team having a good approach, and we needed this. I think because the position we played Liverpool, I think we won't get a better advantage than this because they are not in their good form. Their team is not quietly properly gelling. So I think. Oh, wait a second. Run popped out. Sorry.
See, I think this is as good as of a time Liverpool. See, playing at Anfield is always massive. Playing at Anfield is probably our biggest away game of the season, arguably
Definitely.
compared with the Etihad and the Emirates. So winning there, we only play one game. Winning that game not only puts us back on the map, it is a statement win. I think Amorim against Sunderland, Amorim has taken a result out. He tweaked the team, and he has taken a result out at Anfield. That is the most important part of it. So I think
You alluded
Amorim will have Amorim will have gotten a lot of supporters today.
I
He
This
think
is
he
he
never
absolutely.
almost finished.
he never
It
lost me
wasn't
as a supporter, and I think he has gained a new set of supporters today because of his ability to tweak the team around and get results. Mind you, mind you, this means nothing if we don't win at home against Brighton. We need to do that. We need to make it 3 on the bounce. Then we can truly buy him some time. And I think he can click. Today I have
I
seen that
would
he can click.
I don't. I think you are taking it far out of context. The first goal, which was like the biggest deciding factor, came due to the referee's oversight. If you look at by law, in case of a concussion, the referee has to stop the ball no matter how it occurs, or if it's two players of the same team colliding, two players of different team colliding. The referee
See,
has to mediate
I
the
can
play
get what you
in
are
case of a
saying.
concussion, and the
I can get
referee
what you
didn't
are saying, but
see
the thing
that.
is, things like this happen all the time.
But
We have
but the
seen it in
problem with this kind of rules is that the player can fake it because they have just conceded a goal. So there's no proper way you
yeah,
can discuss
There,
it
but
properly.
if there was clear, there was a clear hit on the player before the
Yeah,
goal was
but
scored.
but Van Dijk did it to
There
his
was
own
a
player. So
clear flash and
why
a
is he
clear
asking for
injury
a
on his
foul or
sometimes
the
hamstring.
goal
sometimes
getting
the ref
cancelled? That
sees
is
it,
just
sometimes the ref don't. That's the point. If ref sees it, it's stuck. If the ref doesn't, it doesn't. That's the thing.
And
I
that
can
rule
argue
exists
for
for
that.
a reason
Right.
because concussion is a very dangerous type of
yeah,
injury.
I get that,
See,
but like
even I can argue today for that ball which hit Ahmad's hand. A similar handball I saw with Tarkowski, but it is not a hand after all. Things like this happen. So move
Yeah,
on.
but handball it's hell and heaven difference. It concussion is a very serious kind of injury. You cannot overlook that. You have to stop the game at that point.
Everything is a part of the run of the play. You cannot do anything. Things
So
happen.
I will give you one simple phrase for that. Play to the whistle. Play to the referee's whistle. It's Michael Oliver. He's the last person I expect to give a 50-50 to Man United. You still have Ahmad to cross the ball in. You still have Mbumo to finish that ball in.
play the ball in. Yeah,
What was Konate doing? You see, yeah,
I
I
mean, it was
agree.
not
I,
Konate doing
I
the job,
agree.
it was Van on that
I
end.
will
They
agree with
they
is
you.
they
is
do the
Real
thing.
Madrid still watching? Is Real Madrid still watching on Konate?
I
I
will
don't think so.
I will agree with you. If this kind of goal was conceded by Man United, I would lose my shit. I would absolutely lose my shit.
We did face this kind of situation quite a few years ago when De Gea kind of got injured by our own player. I think it was Fred who injured him when we were playing against Arsenal. But that goal still counted because ultimately it was not the fault of the opponent. It was the fault of
Yeah,
our
but
own.
that wasn't a
So
concussion, nah.
yeah, I
This
think he
was
got
Concussion
hit
is
pretty bad.
this wasn't
treated
a
in a
concussion
separate
either.
line.
If you noticed, it wasn't a concussion. It was a blow, and that's
Any
why.
head
And
injury in football is counted as a
No,
concussion.
no, not really.
concussion is disorientation, and it is also.
Concussion is disorientation, but this falls under the criteria of any head
Okay,
injury
Yeah,
or impact on the
yeah,
okay.
body.
Let's not discuss
but
about
it's
concussion here. We
it
are
is
not
played to
doing.
the referee's call. It's played to the referee's call, sir. And if you and Mbumo
Yeah,
was
it
down
was
as
a
well.
referee's fault. I'm not talking about United. I'm pointing out the faults with the refs.
If you want to play this game,
But
I'm going
this
to
is
give you
not the match
the
where we need to
entire
speak.
last season. I will give you the entire last season. The refereeing in the Premier League is shit. The PGMOL
Yeah,
is shit.
a handball is understandable. A offside is understandable still. But dude, that's a concussion. In the worst case scenario,
It's a
McAllister could have
50-50.
gotten a heavy injury and could have to retire from football. It is a serious
Oh
Yeah,
wait. I think that's over exaggeration, right? That's over exaggeration. I don't think we need to prolong it that hard. But yeah, I get your point. But let's not argue on that anymore. I think we have more issues to
See,
discuss.
even if I ignore that concussion, my first question was Mount got through as I saw there. Like Van Dijk took his line. Kunate should have been very quicker on the ball to cover Nguemo. He didn't do his job. You cannot blame someone else or the referee for that. It was
just
his fault. He
because
was lacking, so he
just
conceded.
because it's a dodgy referee involvement, which has happened a lot of times, and it's the fault of the PGMOL that they don't look into this matter. Let's not take anything away, absolutely anything away from Brian Mbuemo. That finish and
Yeah,
Ahmad and
I
Brian
think
Mbuemo.
both Mbuemo and Cunha have been great tonight. I think many people would say that Cunha hasn't scored yet, but if you really watch the game,
He
the
was
impact he
great
has,
actually. I would
I
say.
think
the
I think
impact he
Cunha was
had, I
He
think,
was
excellent.
involved in a lot of moments, and
I
he
think I think the
truly had
impact
a
he
good
had,
match
like
both.
it was flabbergasting. Like he had Dalot on his side, who is not the most attacking minded fullback as we all know, but he still had a great game. I think still had a great
Cunha
game,
had a fantastic game. I would go as far as to say he had an 8 out
and
of
I
10 game.
and I think like both the fullbacks
I
struggled
will
against
say
our attackers.
Mount had an underrated game.
Yeah, Mount.
Mount really had an underrated game. Playing as a striker when with his physicality, he really
He
did a
also
good
he
job.
also acted as an extra man in the midfield, which actually helped us
Yeah,
play through them in the midfield phase.
I think Amorim has done an absolute masterclass in dealing with Van Dijk. I think if we had gotten Sesko, who is a bit more direct, I think Van Dijk would have had a better time.
Sesko
Van
had
Dijk
an
on
absolute
1v1.
stinker tonight. Sesko had an absolute stinker tonight.
I think we can cut Sesko some slack. He came
Yeah,
on
for sure.
afterwards, what, 65 minutes? I think he
Yeah,
would. I think
but I
his
think
main.
but I won't blame Sesko here too much because I think this is a more of a team problem because I have seen this over the last few years is that when we are under pressure we are not that able to keep the ball well, and I think this is why we just try to just kick it as long as we can and then just sustain that pressure and then face that pressure over and over again, and this is why when we are leading the
I
match
think
by a goal or so,
another problem is that
I think when we lead a match.
players are expecting the wrong thing from Sesko. Sesko isn't that technical player who will
Yeah,
drop in, kick the ball,
we
and
will
play.
get to that later. But I think the issue with that we had tonight is that Liverpool weren't that good on the ball. But the problem with us was we were constantly giving away the ball cheaply, and we were just finding ways just to kick the ball as far as we could. And this is not the approach. I think we
I think
didn't
Nolan
face
has
the
left the chat.
repercussions. I think we didn't face the repercussions tonight, but we will in the upcoming fixtures. But so I think we need to work on this because this can't go on.
You say that.
And
You say
Gakpo
that
had
we.
terrible.
Yeah, go on.
Gakpo had some terrible finishing. He had some dollies today which he missed.
Gakpo hit.
I
Two
can
balls.
remember
Gakpo
The
hit
two
ball.
shots he
post
missed.
twice.
Two balls hit the bar.
I think
You
I, I
can
think
say
I think
one
Gakpo was
do
Liverpool's best player
anything.
tonight. I think
Yeah,
Gakpo was easily Liverpool's best player tonight
by far.
In
because
front of the goal, he
I
wasn't like
mean
playing
I mean all that
like
talk
he
about
used to.
Isaac, but he wasn't seen. Right? He wasn't seen. Like he was
Isaac,
in Maguire and Delik's back pocket.
Isaac is really
I
shit.
think it still lacks match fitness.
I, I,
He
th-
Nah,
looks like
I know, I
underrated.
know. I think he
I mean
needs
I
to get
mean
used to the league.
I mean
What do you say, Shafik? I think he needs to get used to the league. It's a
I
tough
mean
league.
if,
It's a
yeah,
tough
yeah,
league, Premier
absolutely, I
League.
agree,
Not
I agree,
everyone
I
can
agree.
perform. Not everyone
I
can perform. Look at
I
Ben
mean
10. We have Ben 10. Florian Wirtz, 120 million
Oswald.
on the bench. If it was a Man
Okay.
United signing,
Inside it,
100 million Man
Yeah,
United
yeah,
signing
yeah.
on the bench.
Let's call the hypocrisy of the lads from Scouts, lads like Sunes and and Carragher. I think they were very harsh on Pogba, and they even went so far as to say that
No,
four
no.
assists.
Today, Wolves actually did a good job
Let me
in
finish.
on
Let me
setting
finish
up the
on this one.
Gakpo goal.
I think I'm going to speak out on this. Is that when Pogba delivered four assists in a game? I think it was the season opener against Leeds. Carragher or Sunes, I don't remember properly. One of them said this that he should do this in every match because he's 100 million signing. So I really hope that they hold the same standard for their own player as well. I think if they don't, they're a bloody hypocrites.
There are, none of the new Liverpool signings have worked out. None.
Yeah.
No one. Jeremy Frimpong.
Kirk
good
has
work.
done a good
Good work.
job.
Leverkusen's one of the brightest wing backs. Man United was looking at Frimpong for a long time. We didn't sign him because we didn't have the finances. He has been atrocious. He has been benched. They are playing Soboslai as right back. Milos Kerkez. I think Uncle Robertson can still do more than him. Hugo Ekitike. I will cut him some slack. He came on late. And he has been playing second fiddle to Isaac. I think if Ekitike started, he would have had a much more impact. I think Liverpool have spoiled their own party here. I think signing Isaac when you already have a player like Ekitike who flourishes on game time. I think the more chances Ekitike has, the more likely he is to score. I think you have spoiled your own party there, mate. I think signing Isaac completely disbalanced the team. I think Florian Wirtz, he has been benched. I mean, he's a 125 million pound player. He has been benched, and I think sooner or later Liverpool will click. Probably, I think they need another 400 million to click, but sooner or later they will click. But right now, this team is looking atrocious. I'm sorry.
I think the
Yeah,
major
coming
issue
to
with
that point,
Liverpool
On
has
I
been.
would
defense of words, I would
Yeah, yeah. Go on, go on.
say,
on the defense of words, I would say the Gakpo goal, the equalizer that Gakpo scored, was did a
yeah,
major part
I
in
would
that.
actually
Passing
say
to
this
Chiesa
was
was a
this
very
was
important
the
pass.
this was the best performance I saw from Watts till now. Like he was linking up with players and he was creating actually chances with them.
So,
So
so,
As much
so Wirtz is as good as a lawnmower. Then he covers ground.
He's a
no, no,
biggest
no,
god.
no.
He's a
As much
biggest
as
god.
I've seen words, he does well when he has like a lot of space around him.
wow,
Till now,
that
whatever
was that
game he
was
has
that
played,
was such a
he will have
Bundesliga
that.
statement, bro. That was such a Bundesliga statement.
See,
That was
you
such a
you won't
That
get space in the Premier League.
I
Getting
mean, I
space.
mean,
no. He is still young. He is like 22, I think,
yeah,
or
then
24.
but
then
why
then
didn't
he
they
need
have
to
the
stick
same
to
He
German
standards
league.
has
for
enough
other
He needs
players?
time.
to stick to German league. If that is
22.
your
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I don't think
Are
he's.
we, are we taking the piss here? Let's not take the piss here. Rasmus Højlund was criticized. He was criticized for being a 70 million pound striker, and he was absolutely berated by the media. I will. His performance, he was not good for us. Let's be honest.
Forget
But
about
he was
Rasmus Højlund. Even
criticized.
even even Sesko is being criticized by the
Yeah,
Atletico. I
Sesko
think he
was
has
voted the worst
voted as
transfer,
the worst
right?
transfer. So I think there is a hypocrisy going around in the media because I've always seen that Liverpool players are always been favored, and when it comes to our players, they are more criticized, and it's more than they really should be. So I think when it comes to Liverpool, I think their main downfall is what happened with Real Madrid as well under Florentino Perez's early reign in the 2000s when they had too many cooks that spoil the broth. I think they have too many players in the same positions and they can't really put them all into the team. So I think this is the issue which
I
I've
would
said
like to
before in the
highlight one more
videos as
thing
well.
here. I would like to highlight one more thing here. What I am seeing is manager himself is in his two minds. Like, see, even today I would say Chiesa provided an assist if I am not wrong. But like, how many times you are seeing him starting? Like he is providing everything in every match. How many minutes he is getting? Even against Crystal Palace, he scored. Like the minimal amount of times he is getting, he is doing something. But for some reason, like he is in his two minds, which is similarly happening to AKTK as well. Like AKTK is scoring, but like you are thinking that Isaac is the superior player, so I will start him. Gakpo is the superior player, so I will start him. Football don't work like that. You have to give the players who are playing well their fruits and their chances. Like if you don't do that, then you are clearly doing favoritism within the players.
Yeah, it is a merit based sport after all, and you just can't go on by the name and how the big the stature of the player is. So you have to reward players on their performance basis, and I think Liverpool is
Yeah,
kind of
also
getting this wrong.
Salah. What was that?
I think this is the.
I remember a clear chance which ball meant for Chiesa inside the box. For some odd reason, Salah decided to take on the chance, get the ball down on first touch, was unable to do
I
that and
mean,
gave away a goal kick.
See, I
That
think,
was
I
purely
think, see,
brainless.
I think this is
I
the
had
season.
learned my lesson. I had learned my lesson about about benching Salah in FPL. So I kept him. So I kept him in my FPL. I am in the shits in the FPL right now. Liverpool has absolutely fucked up my chances in the FPL. But I kept Salah just because it's Man United. He always turns up in Man United.
I think Sohag has a lot to say about that.
But
Ask
because
him.
Salah has blanked, not only is he getting kicked out of my FPL, I think I can safely kick him out now. He is in the lands of Anubis. He is in the lands of Anubis, my friend. He's not. He is in some Moon Knight shit. He is in the afterlife. He
Salah in
is.
his Salah in his sign the thing phase. I think he's in that Obama. He's in the same phase as Aubameyang and anybody else had in. But I think this is the season in which I think Liverpool finally moves on from the old spine, because I am seeing Van Dijk deteriorating as well, Salah deteriorating as well, Alisson is quite injury prone now, and Trent has already left. So I think they need a new spine now, and I think all those years of relying
They
on
have done
these
a good job
four,
on getting in
and I
spine.
think they need to move
Don't
on. I
you
think
think
they need to
like
move on.
that was the reason only they had a big window as much they want to, because they want to
I-
create a new
Yeah,
team.
See,
Even they thought,
I think
but
let's not
I
be too
told
harsh
like
on Liverpool. Let's not. It's a club in transition. Let us remember, it's a club in transition. It is a club that are champions of England. They have spent 400 million. So it is a club in transition. So let's not hype Liverpool so much. It's only Liverpool. They are a club in transition. I think the problem with Liverpool
also
is
another thing.
Slot is going to have a very tough time turning this around. And
See, I would say it's still 8 games, so long run to go. But the thing
yeah.
is, like, even when they were winning these, like, whatever the smash and grab wins were, I said one thing, and I still stand by it. Thing is, sometimes when the things will go in your favor, everything will look all right, but doesn't mean everything is all right. Like, you see, last 3 games also, they almost lost by one goal only. And they were also winning by one goal. So things sometimes doesn't fall in your favor. You have to have a backup plan for it. You cannot win like this every day. That's the point after all.
I
And that's
think
not a
the
player
I think
performance.
Liverpool are kind of getting exposed now, because last season it was a lot of matches were just carried by Salah, and they got bailed out by Salah time and out again. And I think at one point it really felt like it was more of Salah than Slot's tactics. But I am not saying that Slot is a fraud, or he's like Ten Hag's upcoming next version or something. I'm not saying that. But I think his gameplay
Minus
relies a
10.
lot on Salah. I think his gameplay relies a lot on Salah. And since Salah has deteriorated, because he's been given a new role now. I think he's no longer the inside forward he was. He's now trying to act as a traditional like touchline winger who's trying to make create chances for the striker here. So I think Salah needs to adapt, but I don't think he has the. I think he has reached that twilight years, I think, of his career.
I think it is going to take Salah something immense to turn this around. I think he will be looking at a Saudi exit next year,
Salah,
because
I know a
because
lot of.
he's not at the stage that he will move up in his career. It's only
Yeah,
going to
sure.
go down.
Sure, he's in style twilight years now, and I know that a lot of Liverpool fans are going to disagree with me, but I think they are missing Trent. I think they are missing Trent, because Trent had that supreme ability to create chances out of nowhere, and I think they are
To be
missing
honest,
those kind of
to be
chances.
honest, I really won't say they are missing Finn just for the chances or something. Because today also we saw they like had some 20 shots or something. The chances were there. Gakpo hit the bar twice, as much as I said. But
See,
the
I think
thing is, they are struggling in the transition phase. Like whenever one ball goes behind a defense, I say, like, there is a chaos. Like something is about to happen. Like by other opponent player or by like own
Yeah,
player,
yeah,
anything is happening.
there's a reason
And
for
it
that
is
issue as well, because I think last season they could compensate for one passenger, which was Salah, who didn't track back and press that much, because he was the player on the counter attacks and all that. He was the player who was pushing the team forward. But now I think they have three or four passengers. If you play Wards, he's a passenger. He doesn't press that well. He doesn't track back. You have Salah, you have Isaac, and if you play Gakpo as well, he is not tracking as well. So you can't work as a team with four or five passengers, and that this is why they are struggling out of possession. I think this is why they have so many issues.
yeah,
They're
like
I
get,
think I
getting
think
caught on the
first match.
transitions.
Like
I think Soboslai is he's being underused. He's overcompensating for a lot of the players.
not
Yeah,
only
I
yeah,
that,
think I
exactly,
think
exactly.
I think if you are wasting Soboslai at right back, I think that is why you brought Jeremy Frimpong, right? To substitute Trent. I mean to replace Trent. But Jeremy Frimpong, he's not even getting game time.
I
I think
think
yeah,
Szoboszlai is doing
I
a better
don't
job
know.
at right back than as a midfielder right now.
Soboslai is doing
Szoboszlai is
extra.
literally everything. That is the
He
thing.
Soboslai
can do
is
He
anything.
taking
depends
Exactly.
he
corners.
depends fully
Soboslai is taking corners. Soboslai is dry. He's inverting. He's tracking back. I think Sobosla is doing too much. Another thing, I think
He's
Liverpool.
doing a good job.
I think I think Liverpool missed two players dearly. One of them is Diogo Jota. God rest his soul. I think I think you cannot account for those things. That is so unfortunate. Like he was extremely good for Liverpool, especially in times like this. You could count on him to
Yeah, yeah,
conjure
absolutely.
things out of nothing. Another player they are missing dearly is Luis Diaz. I think the reason Salah could perform so well last season is because there was a defender always marking Luis Diaz. Because Luis Diaz is the player who will take him on. Weird won't take man on man on. Luis Diaz completely ran into challenges. He used to put blood, sweat, and tears on the way. And I think Liverpool may have shot themselves in the foot by letting him go.
Yeah, that is another point I would like to address on. Thing is, see, whenever you bring in new players, it has to be a slow start, like integrating them slowly. But if you like rapidly change the whole front line just like that, there will be problem because there was chemistry between the players. Salah could find Luis Diaz. Salah could even find Nunes. We won't talk about Jota. That is nothing we can do. But the thing is, like, there is a chemistry between the players. They can understand where the ball will go. They can understand where to make the run. But meanwhile, the thing is, Gakpo and Salah are both kind of similar players. Both want to get on that foot and take the shot. Like that's not the thing you want after all. Luis Diaz was someone to take on the players. Like
Yeah,
there is a
exactly. Which is
problem
why
after
I'm
all.
surprised Slot is not starting Chiesa on the wing. Chiesa
He has
would
some
work.
he has
What
some
issue is
generational
that
gift
going to
on him.
solve? Like,
He has
what issue
some
is that going to solve?
Chiesa plays the Salah role. I don't think Chiesa solves
Chiesa
the
is
problem.
playing much better than Gakpo at this moment.
No, Gakpo was Liverpool's best player.
yeah, yeah, but thing is Chiesa
Dude, he
missed
missed like two
yes.
open goals.
Like
Yeah, but
What?
he
What?
also made those goals. And he did not miss no open goals. He only scored
I
one open goal.
I think someone clearly didn't watch the game properly.
purely like
Dude, he
both of
missed
these
an
goal
open
chances I
header
think were
once
made
Yeah,
by
last
yeah, he
in
missed
the
one
match
free
before,
header.
guys.
He missed a free header. He missed one sitter. From a ping pong cross into the far post and he
That
punkered.
was in the second half. In first
against
half, he
that
missed
also
one
But he
was a
shot.
also made
He should
chances
have
on his
won.
own,
He
like
shot
when he
one.
hit the
See,
bar.
I think we can sit here criticizing Liverpool, this, Liverpool, that. This is a United channel. Let's not take anything away from Manchester United. I think now we are in our favorites section. Let's call a spade and applaud this team. I think the fight that they have put forward today, the personality, the some of the players that have, I think Delict was fantastic. Shotrik, let's start. Let's go player by player, man. Let's go player
let's
by
let's
player.
let's start with Lemons here, and I've always said it before that even a semi decent goalkeeper would make a huge upgrade on Onana. And what and if and I'm sure, I'm absolutely sure that we are not winning this match with Onana. We are
Yeah,
not.
not a question. Not a question.
I mean, I'm not
I
saying
think,
that Sam
I think some
Lemons is
of the
some.
takes, I think some of the takes from Lamens was incredible. That stop with the foot,
I would
that was
say
incredible.
not even doing the extraordinary things. He at least could catch the ball.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
While
I'm not
Onana
saying
was
that.
given more of a space there.
I think I can someone just tell me how many corners did Liverpool get?
Let
I
me
think
I
check.
I think
think
it was I think it was in double figures if I'm not wrong.
yeah, it's about 10 or 12 if I'm not wrong. I have not exactly seen the stats, but it should be around those numbers.
Uh,
Liverpool got 9 corners.
9 corners, okay, close. Okay, but out of the 9 corners, none of them felt like we were going to concede. I think Lamens has solved. I think Lamens is the reason United are playing the way they are playing. I think they have
I
gotten the
don't,
security at
I
the
don't
back that
want,
they
I don't,
so dearly missed.
I don't want to sound salty guy. we are enemies. But the thing is, Liverpool is quite shit with the set pieces, if I say.
Yeah, but we are shit at handling corners as well. So
We are
I think
10th, mate. We finished 15th.
I mean yeah. So like Lemons has been a huge upgrade. Let's not lie here. And I think I'm not saying that we would have won against Man City if we had started him, but I think he definitely would have done better than what
Yeah,
Bayern did.
I think Bandir is decent, but he doesn't do the basics right. I think Lamens does the
Yeah, I
basics
think this
so
is the
well.
problem. I think we overanalyze the game on such a issue we are raising now that we don't recognize the basics, and we always want a like a world class goalkeeper. But even if we have a semi decent goalkeeper who knows the basics, and it would massively improve this team, like we are seeing with Lamens here.
I think the performance today from Lamens was world class. I think
Yeah,
against
yeah.
Sunderland
His first
it was
match at
good.
Anfield.
Today it
Yeah,
was world class, and I'm so happy that we have signed him instead of Martinez because as good
yeah.
as
Like
Martinez could have been, I don't think
I
I,
mean,
let's not overhype him or anything, but I think he wins that ball so much, man. He wins that ball so much.
I feel protected.
You,
He's so
He
super
you
tall,
guys,
is
bro.
you guys passed through for lemons.
I think, yeah, we all know the reason because the wage structures were too high and we just couldn't fulfill his demands.
It's Donnarumma. Would have made a
Yeah,
huge
but oh
difference.
yeah, so I
okay.
leave it.
Let's move on to the defense. Should we go to Delict first?
Yeah,
I think he has been a player of the season. I think Delict does the. I've said this again and again. I think he does the basics so well that he goes unnoticed.
I would actually say, from another perspective, I actually like Shaw's performance today.
yeah. I mean, we have criticized him a lot in the past, but like, I think Salah needs to call it quits because when you are getting pocketed by Luke Shaw, I think you
Yeah,
have to call it a day.
I think they should see each other at McDonald's. Man. See, I'm not see. I'm not going to take anything I said about Luke Shaw back. I think he's past it. I think he is.
But you could
He
also see
he's.
the issues we had if yeah, you could also see the issues if we like place that defense in against any other team is that there's a lack of pace in that defense when you are facing in behind balls. I think we did struggle with that, but
I think today was
because
Luke Shaw's one of the better games.
better games, but he might get exposed in that. And when Liani Yoro came on, I think we were a much better outfit.
And let's go on to Maguire then.
Lord
The man
Maguire,
of
man.
the.
God bless Lord Maguire,
Uh,
man.
I
I
would like to
think
say something here. The thing
I
is,
think
he was a
Maguire has had more good seasons than he has been shit. I think now we can finally
Maguire,
start acknowledging that Maguire has been I think a 6 out 7 out of 10 signing. I think he has redeemed
Maguire,
himself.
Maguire is the reason Amorim
Did
still
you
had a
forget
job,
that
according
6-1
to me.
against Spurs?
6-1 at Spurs like 6 seasons back.
actually four, I
Five,
think.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't care, man.
Yeah,
I do not care.
but let's call it a spade for shade here. Van Dijk conceded 7 goals in that same weekend. Ruben Diaz conceded 6 goals in the same weekend. So let's
Five,
call
five,
them
five,
shit as
five,
well.
five goals.
So
See, Maguire, I think the club captaincy weighed him down massively. I think a he's not an active leader. Let's just call him that. He is a presence on the field. I think he's still a
yeah,
bit
but he's not
technically
captaincy.
lacking. I think he's still a bit technically lacking in the defense. Not bit. I mean, he got caught off guard pretty badly against Brentford, but I think he has improved leaps and bounds, and I think he is slowly becoming a good good player, a great player to have as a strength in the team, as an option on the bench.
I would like to add something here. Thing is, when Maguire first signed in the upcoming season, Like I actually criticized him a lot, because he wasn't up to the mark. What I
Yeah, we
feel.
all did. We
Like,
all did.
but the thing is, like sometimes in this social media world, if a player is even doing well, he would get criticized after all. Like because
because
he
of
has
that
made
one
some
bozo
mistakes.
moment.
Yeah, but the thing is, like many aren't noticing, but he's pretty reliable lately. Like you can rely on him. He
Yeah,
might not be
I'm
great
gonna say
defender,
it here because since I'm
but
supporting this club from 2014 onwards, because I think we had a duo of Chuckle brothers in the form of Jones and Smalling, and when Maguire ultimately came, I think our defense improved a lot in the first season of Ole, and even in the second season, and after that it went a bit downhill. But in the first two seasons, he was solid. Yeah, he had some few bozo moments as any defender would have, but I think in the first two seasons, when he signed for the club, I think he was quite decent.
I think Maguire got criticized because of
The
simply
price tag,
because he's a Man
the
United
price
player.
tag, the
Not
price
even
tag
the
didn't
price
do.
tag. He's
actually price
simply
tag
an
contributed
easy
a lot.
target.
I mean, Manchester United player, yes, of course, that contributes a lot, and the price tag
I
didn't help
think
as well.
no, it's more about about limitations. Maguire might be a good player, but he's a very limited kind of a
Yeah,
player. Either
Yeah,
he
he's a
has
very
we
a
can all
close
agree on
line
that.
he,
by the
he-
center back, or
See,
he's
he
a
might be
like
Yeah,
limited.
that
but
much
but
technically superior
He might be
kind of a
limited, but isn't Tarkowski limited too? But does it make him
see.
a bad defender? That's my point.
I think
Tarkovsky is not playing in a top six side. That's the thing.
And
we
he
are
still
diverting
got
once
called
again.
upon
But
multiple times in the England squad. That's my point. Doesn't make him a bad player. He's a quite
See,
reliable defender.
I think Maguire made some horrendous mistakes. Let's not pretend that he has been prime Vidic. He has made some horrendous mistakes. But I think Maguire is an example to people like Menu, like someone who has been benched. Some Maguire has worked himself up from the bench. He was
yeah, his
relegated
his
to a
mentality
bench
is
player
absolutely top.
when Varane and Mart, I think our best defensive performance has been the 2022-23 season with Varane and Licha at the back. I think we have replaced Varane brilliantly
Euro.
Delict. With Delict. I think the strong
No,
right sided.
I think Varane's natural successor was always going to be Lenny Euro. I think
No. I
Varane
think
was.
I look at Varane's replacement as Delict. Like he has the leadership. He's a right sided centre back. Can get for headers. But
Yeah,
I
but
think
Euro can play that role as well.
yeah, Euro is for me.
I
Euro
think
was always going to
yeah,
be the youth project.
I'm gonna be controversial here. Yeah, I know Delict had a great match, but I think he's more suited to the central center back role because
No doubt,
because
no doubt.
because if you are playing as a wide center back, you need to have the passing range. So
I th-
if you field Delict as a wide center back, I think you are getting limited
yeah,
passing range here.
I think the attempt from Gakpo, that the first attempt which hit the bar, I think their Delict was absolutely done with the first touch. I think Delict is more of a tank. He can charge for the balls, and he's good 1v1. But
Yeah,
against the very
he's a classical. I think he's
yeah,
a classical
yeah,
box defender.
he's a classic no nonsense defender.
I think he's a
He,
classical box defender. I think.
he's like a Vidic. He's a classic no nonsense defender.
By the way, when is Martinez returning?
God
Licha?
knows because he has been injured since that last season of Ten Hag. I don't know even if he's alive or not. I think this is the
Yeah,
Tyrell
yeah.
Malacia
No,
conundrum
no, no,
over again.
Because this season
no.
you got Martinez
Martinez.
instead of Shaw.
I think Martinez gets in the team. He will be reinstated into the team. I think Licha has been a major miss leadership wise. I think he is a major miss character wise. I think we will see the butcher play in this team again.
Yeah,
This
Bleach
is
is a big miss, not only because he can play as a center back, but if you remember in his early days, he used to play as a left back also. So he has the capabilities to make those runs from the deep as a wide center back into the
he,
midfield to make a.
he's also a very good passer of the ball. Like
Yeah, that's the
like the
reason.
balls, I think Amorim is using Delict to send in balls deep. Excuse the pun. but I think but I think Martinez is much more suited to do that. And I think Martinez is the key to unlocking the left side. Should we move on to the midfield? I know Shotrik, you are a massive Bruno. Uh, I think I think I think Bruno was shit today a bit. Let's not
Yeah,
pretend
yeah,
that he
yeah.
was good.
Even as a huge Bruno fan, I think I think he's done at this club. I think I don't really see a future in this role because
I think Bruno has had
I
one
don't.
moment of magic, but I think before that he was losing the ball continuously. He was
I
making
mean,
sloppy
we
passes.
can't really blame him because throughout his career he has played as a number 10, and now we are telling him to play as a number 8 or a number 6 and in a
He's
hybrid role.
mostly
So
he's mostly ball hogging to the top.
yeah,
Like he's
yeah.
doing it.
So I don't think he can change at this age, and I think we are better off selling him and getting a player like some other defensive midfielder in that role. I think Casemiro had a good decent game. I think
Yeah, he
I
was alright.
I think Ugarte has had a good game.
had a good game. Yeah,
I think
Ugarte had a good game. I
Ugarte
think this is Ugarte's best game in this club
and
easily.
I think the reason Amorim will have even more supporters is after that goal he benched Bruno. He got in Menu to see out rest of the game. I think if Amorim was not to give Menu a chance, I think today was a sign that Menu is on his radar.
The
I think
in-game
he trusts
management
Menu to
in this match has been
see
good.
out the game. Yeah,
So
I
the
have
final question.
absolutely no complaints.
I think the fullbacks did a good job as well. Sorry, the wingbacks did a good job as well. I think Ahmad was brilliant. I think this is easily his best game of the season. Easily.
Ahmad is switching on again. Ahmad is switching on again.
Yeah, yeah.
He had a bad start to the season, but he is finally switching on again, and that's what you like to see. Shotrik, I want your opinion on two of our summer signings, Embumo and Cunha. How good were they?
I mean, at first, I have opposed the idea of signing them both because we had a gaping hole in the midfield. But I wouldn't say that they were not required. I think they are a massive upgrade on what we had before, and they are a huge. They played a huge part in today's win. I think the stats will say that yeah, Cunha is on his a goal drought. He hasn't scored for United, but he had a massive part in what we did tonight, and he terrorized that right side. And I think Bradley was struggling massively against him, and even Konate was struggling against him. So I think Cunha
Who
and
is
Embu
Konate
have
not
elevated
struggling
our
against?
attacking output to a different level.
Who is Konate not struggling against? That's my question.
Exactly.
I think Cunha. I know Mbeumo got the goal, but it's an easy 8 out of 10 performance by Cunha.
Yeah.
I think this is his best game in a United shirt. I think he absolutely the way he's so smart on the ball. I remember there was a play where he was surrounded by Liverpool players. He refused to let go of the ball.
Yeah, yeah. I
He was just
actually
fighting.
liked that a lot. Like he was holding up the ball really well, and that gave the team really a lot of time to do
the
things.
the best thing I like about Cunha is not his playing style or his skills. It's his mentality. If you could see the past signings of United, they if they grow in a gold drought or they are not performing perfectly or anything, they have this kind of mental block that they can't recover, and they into a spiral where they play shit, absolutely shit, to a point that they need to be sold off after a few seasons. And Cunha hasn't had the greatest start that a player has to a club he has recently joined, but he knows that he has to perform. He has that elite kind of mentality that okay, I'm not performing well, but I'm going to stick here, I'm going to do my best, and this is why the club bought me. And so I think Cunha,
One guy will
he,
disagree that he's sitting
I,
right on top of me.
yeah, because of course he's a stat merchant, and yeah, well, just because he didn't record
Also,
a goal
also,
or assist.
also,
So yeah,
also Cunha dunked on his club.
I think Cunha and Mbeumo. I think this is why we. I think this is exactly why we bought in Mbeumo because he makes things happen. He clicks. He clicks so well with the team, and I think we are slowly
We
starting to see.
finally have our Salah. We finally have our Salah.
Yeah, I think we are. I think, see, let's not pretend that Mbumo was a one season wonder. He was consistently
He
banging in
has
goals for
been
Brentford.
he has been carrying this Brentford team alongside Ivan Tony and then Ion Visa since they got promoted. So he's not a
Yeah,
one season
and
wonder.
yeah, and this is what we were used to seeing. Like, he makes things happen. Mbumo makes things happen, and I think that's why it is was essential to sign both of them. Just because we didn't sign a midfielder doesn't mean that we shouldn't have signed these two.
I mean, if we
I
had a
think we
better
should have.
midfield or better wing backs, I think we could profile them much better. If we had better wing backs and better midfielders, their output on their playing style would be much refined. I think.
I think Mason Mount was brilliant as well. I think no complaints from him. He had a steady game.
Yeah,
He had,
I think nobody has doubted the quality of Mason Mount, and it's more about the complaints regarding his injury. I think his fitness has been absolutely poor since winning the Champions League with Chelsea. He has been on and out, and he's not fit for a long term that he can have a momentum with matches going on. So I think if he can stay fit, I think he's going to be a very crucial, big player for United in the season.
I just want to go to this quote here from Ruben Amorim before the game. Just give me a moment. Since we are coming on to Amorim, yeah, Harry Maguire has a lot of experience and he can help with set pieces. This is quotes from Ruben Amorim before the game. Cunha has a characteristic that can help the team project. Van Dijk and Konate like confrontation in the air, so we'll try to give them different things. I think he has absolutely completely. I think he formulated a plan and everything went according to his plan.
Yeah, so I think we have rambled on for long. So the final question is that has the tide of opinion changed for Ruben Amorim?
See, I was never against Amorim. I always want to break the cycle of firing managers. I think he has been wrongly criticized. He has been wrongly scrutinized, and he has been under the fire ever since he came here. And all because he's the manager of Manchester United. He has never lost four back-to-back games.
I mean,
And
and yet Forest never got the same criticism Amorim got. Amorim was getting
yeah,
even before this match. So I
see,
think we all
and
know
sacked
what
twice
being the
before
manager
Amorim
of
also.
Manchester United gets you.
I really say something.
Yeah.
2 days ago, I was checking a stats. Like Amorim had some 5 wins as United manager. 3 of those teams were relegated, and 2 of those teams were
Just one. Just one moment.
so, okay. I'm giving you better. The thing is, like, after all this, you think one manager won't be scrutinized? That's my question.
I mean,
Before that, this is to celebrate United win. Cheers.
Tell me
I
some.
mean, see, I've criticized
What
Amorim
is
in this
that?
channel.
Chocolate ice cream.
I mean, yeah, I've criticized Amorim in the previous videos as well. So I think when it comes to a manager or a player, if he does well, he gets appreciation. If he does well, he gets criticized. This is the basic rule of football, and you just can't say, "Oh, he was getting scrutinized badly." But we all see the shit he was doing. How bad the team was playing. Yeah, now the team is in a stable position. Now the team is starting to perform. So we have to give him some of the appraise that the team is getting as well.
This
But
is
let's
too
not act
early to
like
say all
but
that.
let's not act like he's the next upcoming of Sir Alex or like any other huge legendary manager we had in the past. So I think we need to stick around a bit because as we all know that United in the last few years after Fergie retired is that we can always turn up against the Man Cities, the Chelseas, the Liverpools, the Arsenals of this world. The problem we have is the beating the West Bromwich Albions, the West Hams, the Forests, the Swanseas of this world. So I think next match is against Brighton, and as we all know, Brighton has been a bogey team for Manchester United over the past few years, and our head-to-head record hasn't been that great at all. So I think if we can beat them, not like just scraping a goal here and there and getting lucky by getting a penalty or a own goal. Like if we show intent, if we show a proper pattern, and if we win that by even by 1-0 or so, I think I can see a process going on here, and
I
I'm willing to
I
back him.
I think
I
I
would,
will I will give Amorim the benefit of the doubt
Yeah, sure.
because he hasn't been backed properly in the summer. Yeah, see, we were saying midfielder and a goalkeeper, right? I think we can say that the goalkeeper is sorted now. There is no question. If after Sunderland, some people genuinely believed that that Amorim was going to start Bayindir again. Oh my God, man! Could you imagine? No, but I think Lamens is a number one, and I think he has solved the keeper problem. We only
Yeah,
have a midfield problem now.
the only issue I had with Amorim in this summer is this reluctance to sell Bruno. I think that was a tricky. Still now, I will say that we missed out on that. We could have taken that 150 million from Al Hilal and invested in a lot of wealth. I think we could have bought two midfielders and a wing back possibly, because Dorgu is clearly not ready. And I know Dorgu is one of Adi's favorite players, or a player he likes, but I don't rate him that properly, and I don't really see a future
I can
because
understand that's why he was keeping him.
I think Dorgu was bad on the ball today.
I mean,
I think Dorgu was
I
putting
know,
in process,
I
but
know he's a young lad and he knows he needs to settle down. He has a lot of time ahead, but the problem with his playing style is like he takes those runs and he doesn't utilizes them. I think his end product and those cutbacks is very poor. He doesn't
yeah, yeah,
really he doesn't
definitely.
really see who's in the box. He just like closes his eye, takes a run, and just crosses the ball regardless of where the players are. So I think
See,
he needs to improve on that.
see, I think I think one of the major things is Diego Leon. I think he's not ready. Amorim clearly doesn't think he's ready. I think he's on the bench, but he doesn't come on. I
Yeah,
think I
Diego
think
Leon is
the
not ready,
moment.
of course, because 18. It's not. It's. I mean, it's unfair to expect a 18-year-old ready in this kind of a league.
Yeah, I think the key to the left hand side is Martinez. I think Martinez does a lot of the crossing that Shaw cannot do. Shaw does not have the pace anymore, and he doesn't have the fitness anymore to run back and forth. I think Martinez adds an extra amount of pace, pace in the team, and I think he comes in for Luke Shaw immediately. Not immediately. I think he needs to be reinstated a bit, but rehabituated into the team a bit. But I think yeah, he replaces Luke Shaw.
Yeah,
Another
so this
thing
is
I
one.
would
This
like
is
to
one
say
question
here,
for Anuran. Is like we have talked a lot about Manchester United, but as a Liverpool fan, how do you feel and like the current situation of Liverpool, and what do you think that they need to improve on?
see, there ain't much positives right now to say, but I would say one thing is good. That is, Kirkis is moving up. Like I don't see him playing in that backfield. I saw him today in the process active from the wing side. So that's a good thing. So that is fixed after all. But there is problem in the transition which need to be fixed. Like every time a ball falls in behind, the defense looks so open and like anything can happen. Like one time I saw Van Dijk literally kicked one in Kirkiz's face. So that was something after all. And another thing is they really need to address the frontline issues. Like it's not a musical chair. You are playing this guy, you are playing that guy. The things don't work like that after all. Like you have to have a stable frontline, and who plays well plays the matches. There is no point after
But
all.
I think in this match, after this match, I think Liverpool fans have suffered a massive head loss, because I just checked Twitter, and there has been a massive call for slots head, and even some fans going as far as like we need to sack this fraud. He's just another ten egg who got carried by
See,
Salah.
I would like to say another thing. You all were
Just
speaking
just
about
one,
Amorim.
just one
Amorim.
moment. Technical Prime in the chat has asked what about Salah? brother,
I'm coming to this.
we we have elaborated on this a lot previously, but just for you, Anuran is going to give his opinion.
Yeah, another thing, as you all said, Amorim getting scrutinized and all. See, it might feel hypocritical saying this, but the thing is, we also run a fan channel. But I would say, don't listen to the fans properly. Like in the social media or any other circle, the fans are biggest dumps, I would say. Like they don't know anything, they just want instant success. It's not a
Yeah,
noodle thing.
like
Like things don't happen like that.
I can judge myself on
Sometimes
that
they
because I because after winning the FA Cup, as Adi knows as well, we both said that Tenak should stay. But in proper hindsight, the club shouldn't have done that because fans can be allowed to be like stupid and like act on emotion and all that kind of shit. Like, but when it comes to practical thinking, I don't think fans have that kind of upper hand. So I
See,
think
a
they will always act on emotions and the
manager
rush of
will always
what they're
know
feeling
the
at that
team
moment.
better than any fan. That is the point. And thing is,
Yeah, yeah,
it's football
exactly.
in life. Everything might go sometimes right. Everything is in the fairy tale. Things like this will
Yeah,
happen, and a good manager's sign is getting through all those things. Klopp even had this phase. Everyone had this phase. But the ones who perished are the good, and ones who
I
do
mean,
not perish are,
even if
are
Liverpool
like the bad.
don't perform well this season, I think this will act as a transition season. I think next season they will be better because they know what to improve on now and what players
See,
they need to keep and what
that
players they need to sell.
that might feel like an exception after all. Even I would say that. Because after winning the league, you don't go through a transition season. But the thing is, they are
Yeah,
like
really,
to
but
change the team from top to bottom. You cannot do anything like that.
yeah,
Like
but
they couldn't
no,
keep it.
actually you can because when United won the league in 2003, I think they went through a whole like a full operation, like full OT operation on the team. Beckham left and Nicky Butt left, and then Ronaldo came in, Rooney came in, and there were a few years of drought when we were not winning that well. Chelsea and Arsenal was dominating, so I could really see the same thing happening with Liverpool as well because their spine is going to leave. The spine is old. Allison, Van Dijk, Salah, and
Yes,
now
yes,
Trent
yes,
has
yes.
left as well.
Go ahead.
Yeah, technical prime. Yeah, no problem, buddy. You're most welcome to join the stream anytime. Just to answer your question,
Yeah, I'm
I
sure.
think I think all the panelists are in agreement that it's time for Salah to go to Saudi and take a fat paycheck because Salah is clearly off his game. Because today when Liverpool needed a goal, Salah is coming off. That tells you a lot of things is wrong
S-
there.
Yeah, but the thing with
And
football is
coming to his
it
point,
changes. It changes.
see, see,
So after
I would,
8 matches,
I would
we
say,
can't really say that he needs to go to Saudi Arabia. I know he's
yeah,
deteriorating. He's past his prime, but I think it's too early to say that he
see,
needs to go
man,
to Saudi.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
thing
yeah.
is,
See, there is a level of taking the piss here. There is a level of banter there. But yeah, I think Salah is not the Salah that he once was. And as for rebuilds, let's not forget Jurgen Klopp. After he won the league the first time, he had a major clear out as well. Then he started bringing in, I think, players like Luis Diaz, Diogo Jota, and other players in the 2020 season.
let me come to the point. The thing is, see, football sometimes every player goes through a rough patch. That's the point of football after all. And a player who comes out of the rough patch is a great player. But the thing with Salah is he's lacking the confidence level. Even if I say today there was a chance he created, which Gakpo eventually blasted into the bar. So there are chances, but his level of involvement in the game is decreasing, and that's quite also to the role he's playing. He is not the inside forward anymore that's getting the chances, and like the manager needs to sort it out. But for Salah, the thing is, it's not looking good. Like, he clearly lacks the confidence, and he needs a haul to get through that after all.
See,
And whenever things go
I
right,
think
he will
if
get
you're
that one.
technical prime, you're saying then whom do you think can replace his position? See, if you want a direct replacement, I think everyone will agree with me here that the closest thing to a Salah replacement is Chiesa as a right winger. Like he can make things happen, but I don't think the levels that Salah has set. I don't think Chiesa is ever touching that standard.
Thing is,
Yeah, that's for sure.
you don't have a Salah replacement. Salah can never be replaced. You have to make one Salah. Like there is no ready-made product in the market. A player who scored like 200 goals, you cannot just like replace him like that. It's not that
Yeah,
easy.
like one there were actually was one hippie name that was going around for a lot of years. It was Juan Bakayoko. I don't know what happened to that guy,
Oh
but
yeah, that guy is at Leipzig, I think right now. He joined Leipzig from
so
PSV.
how is he playing? I haven't kept
I
much
don't have
tabs on
idea
him.
how the player right now. But yeah, I hope he does well after all. But the most name I have heard in the recent times is Michael Olise actually. But he's a
Yeah,
good player.
Michael Olise would
He's
actually be a
good.
great signing.
Olise is
He
not
would be a
leaving
great
Bayern
signing.
Munich for Liverpool. Nope,
Yeah,
that's
But
never
yeah,
going to
but
but
happen.
he would have been a great signing if he would
He
have
would have
signed
been a
from
fantastic
Crystal
signing.
Palace.
I
Yeah,
think Eze would have been a good signing to Liverpool.
see. We cannot assume anything right now because Salah is still there.
yeah.
He's
I think
still
it's
in
too
his
early
age.
for to us to decide.
Yeah, one thing I would agree that is his form has dropped, and that's of course irritating. But thing is, it's Salah after all. Like things can change in a moment. You cannot say anything.
He
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
Liverpool
All
legend.
this talk, yeah, that's what I'm saying is that all this talk about dropping him from the FPL team, the next thing you know, he scores a bang, he scores a brace in the next match.
You just know this is about to happen. You just know it is about to happen.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. This
Funny
is
thing.
football. Nothing is definite here.
Funny thing. Last season, I gave Cole Palmer an adequate number of times in my team, like seven my matches, something like that. He got some two goals like that period. I changed him for Saka one match. That match was that infamous match. That
This
was
is
that
just too funny, man.
that was that infamous match which he dropped four. Like
See,
I was flabbergasted.
I think Mo Salah is a better player than Neymar Jr.
In
Hot
terms of
take.
in terms
Hot
of
take. In
in
terms
terms
of
of
in terms of career, I think Salah has had a better career than Neymar. I think people like the idea of Neymar more than the actual player. I think Salah's longevity is longer. I know. See, I'm going to get gunshots for
But
this opinion,
yeah,
but
but
no
thing
no
with
no, and
no,
I'm
I think
getting
there
why
is
are
no
you
comparison. I think there is no comparison between Neymar and Salah because Neymar peaked too early. So if you considered this, he had longevity as well because I think his career started at around 2011 and he was around 2022 and so he had a career of around 11 to 12 years. Let's be honest.
yeah.
So Salah peaked. Salah was a late bloomer. I think he came onto the world stage at 2017 or around that time for Roma. So let's not compare both of them because I think both are in different stages
No
here.
comparison, but yeah,
uh,
it's just
kind
my
of like
opinion.
it's kind of like that hazard debate, what I would say. He is
Exactly.
good, like in terms of ability or in terms of a player you want to see. I would say Neymar Hazard is better actually, but in
Yeah,
terms of
I think
longevity,
peak.
I
I
think Salah is better.
I think this might sum it up well. I think Neymar had a higher peak than Salah, but Salah is more of a plateau
Yeah,
than
sure.
he's a mountain.
Yeah, exactly. Salah is consistent.
And
He's
it depends on, and it's the same as the Ronaldo and Ronaldo debate. Like some people say Ronaldo, according to me, CR7 is leaps and bounds better than R9, even as a player, even as an idea. But some would argue that R9 is a much better player for the time he was fit.
See, R9's peak was nothing comparable, I would say. But one knee after that, if you consider his whole career to Cristiano Ronaldo, it's not near, I would say. Because since that knee injury, he wasn't that consistent as well as he was in his
Exactly.
peak.
Yeah, so
Yeah, like things like this will
I think
happen.
Salah has the ability. He's a proven player. He's a Liverpool legend. I think everybody will consider that. So yeah, I think Salah has the ability to bounce back. Let's just see. It's just that he was shit today. That's it.
I am
Yeah,
rather
lads. I think we need to end this now, and I think we can ramble on around the entire night, spend the entire night talking about
Definitely.
this.
one
So
thing.
it's
Just
yeah,
going before I would say one thing. Thing is, I am thankful that Villa has come to some form, because how Liverpool are playing, they have become Robin Hood. They would have gifted a win to Villa as well, but I don't have to worry about that now.
And so now they will take them seriously.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I think we haven't discussed about the other teams because this match has been a surreal one, and I want, and if viewers are disappointed, I'm really sorry for it. And due to the lack of content in the last 2 weeks, due to some unavoidable circumstances the panel faced, so I think I think you will like this video and the upcoming content that is coming in this channel. So like, share, and subscribe, and we will be with you in the next video and then the next match reaction of the game week. So yeah. Until next
Happy
time,
Diwali.
goodbye. Signing off. Happy Diwali as well.
Happy Diwali.